Hey everyone, it's Katie and this is My Life with VEDS, or Vascular Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome. Today I'm going to talk about a really exciting announcement that was released on Monday about an upcoming clinical trial for VEDS. Before I get into this, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It'll let you know when I have more videos available about My Life with VEDS. Okay, let's get into it. In case you missed it, an upcoming clinical trial was announced earlier this week for VEDS. So what was in this announcement? Well, I think the best way for me to do this is to just share some of the announcement with you. So I'm going to read some of my favorite parts of the announcement, which I have printed here. A2 Biopharma Inc., a specialty pharmaceutical company focused on commercializing novel therapeutics and consumer healthcare products, today announced the acquisition of a global license to AR101, enzastaurin, a pivotal study-ready therapeutic candidate initially targeting the treatment of vascular Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, VEDS, from Rumpus Therapeutics, a privately held biopharmaceutical company focused on the treatment of pediatric onset rare and orphan diseases. VEDS is a rare genetic disorder typically diagnosed in childhood and characterized by arterial aneurysm, dissection and rupture, bowel rupture, and rupture of the gravid uterus. There are currently no U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, approved treatments for VEDS. So that was a mouthful. Let's find out more. I'm going to read more to you. The AR101 program is expected to progress directly to a single pivotal study, and the Rumpus team has employed numerous strategies in the development plan to minimize clinical risk associated with the trial. We are greatly encouraged by the potential speed to FDA approval, especially as we believe it can provide much needed hope for VEDS patients and their families. So they're talking about a single pivotal study or a single trial. That's pretty exciting. Let's read some more. The landmark research supporting AR101 was conducted by Dr. Hal Dietz, professor of genetic medicine at Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine and an investigator at the Howard Hughes Medical Institute. And they have a quote from Hal. So let's read the quote. I have dedicated my career to researching and treating patients with connective tissue disorders, and these efforts include vascular Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and Marfan syndrome. In particular with VEDS, patients face catastrophic vascular events without warning. There are no currently approved therapies, but our research has shown that a clear pathway exists to potentially beat this disease. Our aim is to prove that in a well-controlled clinical trial, which we hope will be underway soon. End quote. I think I remember Hal sharing some of this research in a webinar on genetics and VEDS. I will find that webinar and I'll link to it in the description of this video. So let's continue and read some more. AR101, enzastaurin, is an orally available investigational first-in-class small molecule serine/threonine kinase inhibitor of the PKC beta, PI3K, and AKT pathways. AR101 has been studied in more than 3,300 patients across a range of solid and hematological tumor types. Dr. Hal Dietz developed the first preclinical model that mimics the human condition and recapitulates VEDS. This knock-in model has the same genetic mutation most prevalent in VEDS patients and is representative of the human condition in both the timing and location of vascular events. The model has generated identical structural histology and mechanical characteristics, and unbiased findings demonstrated that structure alone does not lead to vascular events. Objective comparative transcriptional profiling by high-throughput RNA sequencing of the aorta displayed a molecular signature for excessive PKC-ERK cell signaling that is the driver of disease. PKC inhibition proves efficacious in multiple preclinical models and indeed prevented death due to vascular rupture. Wow, this is all very exciting. Some of it is over my head, but what I get from this is that 1, enzastaurin is orally available, like a pill maybe. 2, it's been studied before for different uses than VEDS in a lot of people. And 3, this medication works to prevent death due to vascular rupture in Hal Dietz's mouse models with VEDS. So hopefully it works in humans too. I'm trying not to get my hopes up in case it doesn't translate to humans, but if it does, holy cow. I just can't even imagine what it would be like to have this weight of an impending, unpredictable rupture or dissection lifted. Like, what an incredible accomplishment that would be for us in the VEDS community. So far, it looks like this is really all that has been announced, but I am looking forward to more information being announced, and I know that all the major VEDS organizations like the VEDS movement, the ehlers-danlos Society, Annabelle's Challenge, etc., will be critical in providing more information as it becomes available. For myself, I think one major question I have is if there will be a placebo arm of the trial. But even if there is, I'm not going to let that factor stop me from enrolling if I qualify to be part of the trial. I'm 32 now, and I know each year my odds of having an event probably go up. But even if I enroll in a trial with a placebo and I get the placebo, I know that I'm helping advance research towards a treatment that is effective for people with VEDS. Even if I don't get the medication during the trial, I'm okay with that if it ultimately makes a difference and gets us closer to the answer. And that goes for other trials too, if more come about. So that's all from me today. I put a link to the press release in the description of this video so you can read it for yourself. And I am really looking forward to more information. I never thought 4 years ago when I was diagnosed that we would be here today. The last 4 years have been a complete whirlwind, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of this community at such an exciting time. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you are as excited as I am about this new development for our community. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you soon.